What's up, peeps? LUI. Hi. Out and about. You know, sunglasses, but it's definitely not a sunny day. Rainy all day, every day. Fourth day of medication. Quite grateful. I mean, we live in a good time in some ways. They do literally miracles. I mean, what came out of me, my sinuses, my lungs, was not to be saluted at all. I was sick. This sickness in different epoch, you'd be dead. You know, us men, we don't go to the doctor unless it's, you know, the end of the rope. That was the case. So, thankfully I went. It was a private clinic because, although, as I said, it is supposed to be a free healthcare, but it's grueling. And it's crumbling because of the old age of the population, which is a common theme in every given Western country, really. It hits you. It hits you. So my doctor sent me, as I mentioned, 2 days ago to do that CT scan. It was free, but you go there. The waiting time was not that long, really. Big facility. But the thing that literally stunned me, I'm 50, so technically I'm an old person, but the people, the humans who were around me, it's a different kind of old. Extremely old, in their 80s, maybe 90s, or they cannot even walk properly. And it's the end of their rope. I mean, their medical condition is so complex. They have so many issues. It's a sad state of affair. It really is. It really stays sad of affair, man. And that's the big problem with the Western society. I mean, the pyramid of demography is just skewed. Too much old people, and we have a low birth rate. And, you know, you can draw a parallel and sway towards the reality of immigration. You need to comprehend that immigration, in a sense, of course, there is a selected immigration and there is an unwanted one. But at the end of the day, there would be immigration whether you like it or not, because old age is hitting the West. The equation is not working. Wherever you impose a Western kind of society, there's a low birth rate. It comes with territory. Deal with it. They put it in South Korea. Their birth rate is 0.78. They're dying out. There is not a single Western country that's over 1.6. And to replace your own population, you need 2.11 to sustain your culture and sustain your population. They're not reaching that. So they need this immigration to pick up the slack, to work, to pay taxes. And you see, in that very facility, old people are all white people. White people, they're getting old. And guess what? The nurses who are taking care of them now, they're now white because there is no more workforce. So they're bringing nurses from overseas, they please, and minorities, and that's it. So that's it. You need to comprehend this complex of a situation. It's fine and dandy for you to whine against immigration. I'm an immigrant myself, and I'm totally against unwanted, illegal immigration, which will create some issues in the society. We know what I'm talking about. But with the same token, the West need to comprehend the issue is the birth rate. And what is, I'm asking you, you tell me, what is the elephant in the room that nobody is addressing? Why is the birth rate anemic at best in the West? Reply to me, send me a DM. What is the culprit? Anyway, I was taken back. Although I was 50 there, 50, I'm old. I'm an old dude. I was the healthiest individual there. There were dozens, maybe hundreds of people in old age. And it's sad, really sad sight to see, man. To figure out that when you're 50, you're much healthier than these guys. And you need to be grateful and just thankful for whatever you have and cherish your health, for Lord's sake. Talking about that, I'm out and about. I didn't cheat, although I'm sick. My 4th day of medication, I took my protein with me and my carbs and whatnot. And that's it, dude. Look, let's see. Maybe I get the bonanza life. Water retention with the antibiotics and what have you. Nope. That's it, guys. Salute to the bee. God bless you and stay healthy. Stay healthy. One last thing, because I need to finish with this, with what I saw. That was a small glimpse of what's happening in basically in hospitals, and we call them here hospices, when basically they take care of old people, or at least they try. I personally do not wish to finish like that. I'm a believer in God. I really want to go away smoothly, and I will pray God. I pray God that He will not leave me in that state. It's the saddest state of affair. In my culture, I come from North Africa, usually old people stay home till the end. They've been taking care of their family rather than strangers in a health facility like that. God bless you guys. Tell me what you think. Keen to see your DMs. Saluted be. Now this library section here should be called the coping section. They called it health, but in all actuality it's all about coping, trying to convince us that you're doing okay. Right? The obesity code, dare I say it, the new menopause, our body, ourselves, the myth of normal. So you being abnormal is actually normal, right? And the plethora of other ideas just to cope. And it's self-healing as well, ageless brain, how to heal, resilience, why men love bitches, things like that, right? Try to convince you that it's normal to heal. So this applies to a lot of people who, when you go to their Instagram bio or profile, you will see self-healing or medication or whatever, survivor of a trauma of some sort, if you know what I mean. What's up, peeps? LUI. Hi, saluted be. Post-workout. I'm a little bit lightheaded because obviously I'm still sick. But hey, I want to document something quite eventful in my reckoning, namely the last, basically, snow. So everything melted, but the snow is still there. I just received videos from my friend in New York, and down there in New York, you know, it's all green. The trees are blossoming. It's very, very beautiful. They're ahead of us by at least like 2 or 3 weeks because it's, you know, it's down south. I think New York is the sweet spot. That's why the first pioneers settled there, and they were Dutch, by the way. Look at that animal there. They call that a gopher. Where's the gopher? There we go. See the gopher? There we go. Our peeps, Mr. James, when we started, you can see the proper muffin top, 24 years old, right? So we're done by now, and look at him from the front. Dear me, different gentleman, different transformation. This is metamorphoses, baby, please. And well, let me show you the back, because the back became loyal as well. So this was his back then. See that muffin top, which is absolutely not saluted. In his back now, the last picture, look at the difference here. Let me show you the contrast. This is him now, right? And this is him back then. Absolutely saluted. A sheer amount of 40 pounds have been exorcism achieved in this gentleman. Properly casted away. Saluted.